Welcome everyone, this is Andres Restart, and this time we're talking about a controversial feature that was cut from Super Mario Bros. Wonder that some people may be happy about, but others may not be so happy about. And this information today is coming from an interview between the director of Mario Bros. Wonder and the Rolling Stone. But before we get into things, let me point out that we are aiming to reach 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you do enjoy my content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Enjoy this ride as we talk about Nintendo every day. So here's a section of the interview where this controversial cut is discussed. As exemplified by the increased freedom, one goal for Morty and the team in designing the game was creating a stress-free experience. That doesn't mean the game is without difficulty. In our time, playing levels were rated 1 to 3 stars in difficulty, and the harder ones require the intense focus and learned skill that all the best Mario games do. So that's good to hear that from their experience that Mario Wonder still has the difficulty, because I personally love challenge in my Mario games. Of course, there are parts that need to be easy for the more casual players, but there's a balance, and I'm personally okay with that. Continuing on though, here the freedom of stress means the freedom of stress from other people. Anyone who has played New Super Mario Bros. Wii U Deluxe with friends knows that the gameplay is less cooperative than it is a frustrating race to screw or be screwed, where every simple leap could mean instant death as your buddy stomps you in midair. Now obviously this is the loaded perspective from the Rolling Stone, but I do overall agree with Super Mario Bros. Wii U. I didn't like playing that game with friends. I didn't like having people get in my way. It messed too much with my platforming experience. I prefer to play these kinds of games by myself. Continuing on though, the secret here is simple: removing player collision. By allowing players to move freely through the course without bumping into one another, it feels more like you are playing the game itself and not playing against everyone else. I kind of agree with this observation as well. With Mario Bros. Wonder, once I saw the first trailer and I saw that there wasn't collision, I was actually very happy about this because I think it will improve the overall adventure in terms of exploring and platforming. I think it's going to be more fun that way. We get to focus more on the challenge of the environment, while also still being able to play with friends and family. But here they talk about what the director of the game, Shudo Mori, has to say on this feature being taken away. Mori explains the collision was initially part of the game, but that changed during development, stating, "When we took the leap of faith and removed collision, we realized that it removes a lot of the stress. For example, when you have a narrow platform that you have to jump to, when somebody's there, they just get in the way." And this speaks exactly to the point I was referring to. If I'm playing a game about platforming, constantly bumping into and blocking each other at all sorts of random times can really take away from that. They do explain that there are still some multiplayer elements that are relevant to the experience though. When you die, instead of becoming a bubble that you have to wait for your fellow players to come get you, you turn into a ghost and you can fly around a bit to get to them. It's a bit more interactive now. And then also, when you're playing on co-op, some of you can choose Yoshi, and when you are on Yoshi, your fellow players can jump on your back so you can run around together, as you could do in prior Mario games. But what I find even more interesting about this change is that they thought of other ways to incorporate multiplayer without having that collision. So there's all of the online components, where you can see others playing online in the same stages as you. You can see them exploring about the environment, you can see how they went about certain challenges, and you can emulate that or plan accordingly if you saw them fail. And now you can even leave hints as well. So there's definitely still a certain interaction that you have with other players, and it does impact the gameplay, and you can still challenge others online. So there still is that competitive element as well. But these changes offer all of those options while getting rid of that frustration of the collision from prior 2D Mario games. So my perspective on this is that this is a very good thing. I was excited from the get-go, and the more we've learned about Mario Bros. Wonder, the even more excited I am to play this game with all the new gameplay variations they're throwing in. Like the badges, for example. There are going to be so many different ways we can go about playing this game. And to me, that's exciting. There's going to be the challenge, there's going to be the variety, there's going to be the social element as well, but all done in a way that blends better than prior games. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I have the impression that Mario Bros. Wonder could be the best 2D Mario game yet. Now, understandably, some of the prior, more classic 2D Marios, like Super Mario World, for example, Super Mario Bros. 3, those are classics, and with our nostalgia and with how great they were at the time, there will surely be a bit of a debate. But I get the feeling that Mario Bros. Wonder is at least the best 2D Mario we've seen in a very, very long time. Perhaps for the 21st century. Apparently, they've been developing this game since 2019, and it shows. There's a lot of quality and thought here. Now, that is what I think. I understand some people aren't happy about the collision. I understand some people wish it was a choice. But based off what we're hearing from this interview, it looks like the direction they were going with this game was to create a stress-free environment when it came to interacting with players, and getting rid of this was the best way to accomplish that. So it just kind of goes against the direction of the game. But does this impact the game in any negative way for you if you're on this side of the conversation? Let me know in the comments below. Or if you are on my side of the conversation, let me know what you think of this change and how great it is. Anyways, everyone, this is Andres Restart. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I'll see you all really soon. Take care. Bye.